Okay, good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to present you a topic like activities for improvement of creativity. So far, for me, we have been listening that creativity is a talent that few people can have, right? Like it isn't about finding yourself. It is about the life is about isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself, right? So this is the outline of the presentation: critical thinking, creative thinking, creative methods, creative thinking techniques, brainstorming, idea generation, question, the making question. So critical thinking focuses on analysis based on based on right and wrong concept. So critical thinking is ability to think clearly and rationally about what to do or what to believe. We say it includes the ability to engage in reflective and independent thinking. For example, understand the logical connection between ideas. So there are few features about critical thinking. It is a manner of thinking that employs curiosity, which means wanting to learn. Creativity means viewing information from a multiple perspective. Skepticism means maintaining a trust but verify mindset. So when we say skepticism, we talk about people having doubt about something, right? So something that is nothing but the ideas. Analysis means systematically examining and evaluating evidence, and logic means reaching a well-found conclusion. So there are some examples of critical thinking activities listed in front of you. So I'll just read out few of them so to get an idea what are those. So complete a capital budgeting project, right? Conducting a due diligence investigation, then assess business risk and control, right? Evaluate potential IT solution and set the best option. Conduct a how to train seminar. These are some of the examples. In our college, we do SWOT analysis, that is strength and weaknesses and opportunity threat that we do as a teacher. So we also do a critical thinking activity in academics. So rest of them, it's like we can go through it. Later on, I'll share the PPTs also. So these are some of the examples of critical thinking activities. So coming to the creative thinking is a creation or a generation of ideas, processes, experiences, or objects. So normally we think that, as I told you, some people say that critical thinking is not everybody can do it, right? So we are just going to see how we can improve that in later on through the exercises. So, according to the Edward D. Bono, he says that creative thinking is not a talent; it is a skill that can be learned. It empowers people by adding strength to their natural abilities, which include teamwork, productivity, and where the appropriate profits. So, this is what the quoted by the Edward D. Bono. So if I want to differentiate the critical thinking with creative thinking, these are some of the differences presented in front of you. We have seen that critical thinking is based on analysis, right? So we talk about analytically, right? So we know that when you talk about analysis, take an example of rigid analysis, from the education point of view. So that in that say we go for a sequential step, right? We just need first need to do an exam, then you are being given marks, and then you can do analysis on that. So it is a step-wise process, right? Whereas case of creative thinking is just a generator. You generate it, right? It's an idea which is imaginary. So this is conversion and based on critical thinking. Divergence is creative thinking. Then again, it is a left brain activity if we talk about critical thinking, and the right brain activity when we talk about creative thinking. Right. This is logical. Critical is logical, whereas creativity is based on intuitions. Right. Having ability to know or understand thing about without any proof or evidence. That is called as intuition, or that is intuitive. Right. So this is critical thinking. It's sequential. As I said, an example I gave it to you, right? We have to first give an exam, then we allocate it marks, and then we do analysis on that. So definitely, has to be a sequential. This is imaginative, right? The creative thinking is imaginative. Critical thinking is based on objective, where the creative thinking is based on subjective. This is based on reasoning, right? We know something based on concept. The concepts are right or wrong. So we say it is reasoning. Here we say it is speculative, right? This is next one is based on it's based on reality. Critical thinking is based on reality, whereas creative thinking is based on fantasy, just an imagination, right? So critical thinking is based on vertical thinking, right? But when I say about vertical thinking, uses a sequence of direct or logical steps to come out to a conclusion. Now this is rigid, right, and follows the tired and the testing process. Whereas lateral thinking uses indirect and creative approach to come to conclusion. It is flexible and follows new and even the latest likely path. So that's how we differentiate between vertical and lateral. So critical thinking is based on probability, where creative thinking is based on possibility. Again, it is judgmental. This is second one is non-judgmental. Then first one is based on verbal. Second one is based on visual. Then again, this is the first one is based on hypothesis testing. We know that what is going to be a hypothesis. So we test those on the basis of the hypothesis which we already assumed, right? So this creative thinking is like hypothesis forming, right? We just form the hypothesis based on our imaginary ideas which we present. Next is close-ended. This is open-ended, and this is pattern users. So we use the same pattern, right? Whereas this is pattern sequence, right? So this is about the difference of the critical and creative thinking. When you talk about creativity, it's like some of them think that it is talent people can have, but creativity is a skill we all have and can improve with regular exercises. That is what are the motive of today's session, right? So creativity is not just for artists, but it is for business people looking for new ways to close a sale. It is for beginners trying to solve a problem. It is also for parents who want their children to see the world in more than one way. So creativity is like for everyone has a substantial creative ability, right? It's a huge ability people can have, right? People know, right? But they have not put proper, they have not performed proper exercises to boost it. So these are some of the characteristics of that, an ability to generate new ideas by combining, changing, or reapplying the existing ideas. And attitude, the ability to accept change. We should have an ability to accept those changes. The process, creative person knows that there is always room for improvement. You don't stop. You know that there is a more way to improve it, right? So this is some of the features of the creativity. Now, characteristics of creative person. The creative person is curious. He wants to seek problems, enjoy challenges, is optimistic, able to suspend judgment, imaginative, sees problems as opportunities. Right? Doesn't feel that this is a problem. He feels like he has to solve it, and he take it as an opportunity to solve this problem. Does not give up easily. Right? Somebody who does not give. These are the characteristics of the creative person. But there are certain creative methods here, right? So what are those methods? Let us see. Evolution. We can see the chair which is on the left hand side is a traditional chair, and then this is nothing but an innovation has been put here to design the chair in a different form. So every problem that can be seen, can be solved in again in different better way, right? So that is what an objective of the evolution here is. You can see take an example given here is synthesis. That is two or more existing ideas are combined into third or a new idea. Evolution, you can see two different design. Same object but in a different way. Sometimes the best new idea is completely different one. You can see the ideas are totally the design is totally different, right? So reapplication, look at something old in a new way. So, changing direction, what is the goal of this? The goal is to solve the problem, not to implement a particular solution. You don't think that you can implement this solution in a different way. You have to solve the actual problem, right? Next one is sometimes the creativity get blocked. So, what is the reason behind blocking this creativity? It is because of the negative attitude, right? So what is your attitude? If you have a problem, what to do? Oh no, a problem. The problem has solved. Don't think it as a problem. Think it as an opportunity, right? So it can be done. Definitely, when you say that it cannot be done, you're just blocking your thoughts, right? So you don't say it cannot be done. It can be done, right? There are all possible solutions possible for given problem. So you have to think about it. I cannot do it. Don't say that you cannot do it. You have to find out the better approach of doing it, right? Next is like negative thought is nothing but I'm not creative, right? Everybody is creative. When you practice, definitely you'll be more creative person, right? So, like, don't think of what people think about it. What do people think, right? Just put your ideas. Definitely, some of the great scientists, if you see, they also has faced this problem. People don't listen to them, right? They don't think that the idea will work, but they have stick to their idea because they have confidence in them. So you should be like this. You don't think about what people say. You have to be very firm about your ideas, right? I made fall. Don't think of falling. Everybody has learned from falling, right? So don't scared of those things. So take it as a challenge. But remember one thing that there is never one good solution. There are always solutions, right, for any problem. Now there are certain creative techniques which I'm going to put forward to you. That is brainstorming, idea generating questions and checklists. So brainstorming, so these are basic guidelines given by Alex Osborne, right? So this is some of the guidelines here. Suspend judgment. Don't do early judgment. You are not judgmenting the ideas, right? So you put it on the later. You put it for the later work, right? So there is a more. This is the most important rule, right? Suspend the judgment. No critical comments are allowed. Evaluation is to be reserved for later. That is what Osborne says, right? Think freely, right? Practical idea often come from impractical, impossible ones. We have seen so many examples in our life, right? So some wild ideas turn out to be practical too. So something to add on, that is tag on. So improve, modify, build on ideas of others. So try to do that, right? So you just have the quantities of ideas. That is more important, right? Generate a large stock of ideas so that later that can be sifted through, right? Clearly seen through. So this is the brainstorming. The idea generating questions. So this is some of the case study taken here. What do you think from journalistic point of view? What do you think of the story point of view? So journalists have the journalist six question, right? Who, right? The actor or agent. What is going to be an act, right? When, time or timing. Where, that is nothing but scene or source. Why, it is nothing but the purpose. And how, that is agency or a method. So these are the some of the questions, right? That journalist carries on with them to solve any particular, write any particular article, right? So these are the some of the like questions put forward to you. That is nothing but idea generating question. If you see from student point of view, right? Those who study history, so they also examine the like the historical examination. They have their own set of questions here. So we talk about like first one is essence, right? It is based on like most important quality if you see. So it talks about overall quality or character or as seen or judged by the people in general, right? So it talks about the origin also, purpose also, import, that is import, right, to various region cultures and also to various countries, right? So reputation, we talk about the historian point of view, that is like the work, you have like characteristics, right? Judging the people in a different way, right? So this is what you say are nothing but the ideas and the question of different perspectives. So coming to the 5 ways to improve your creative thinking is like the first one is create your own create. Now before this, like it is a great time, right, to work on your creative thinking and innovation skills, so that you'll be in a good shape to join in the if you talk about it's like joining a dream job after the graduation, right? So some of them are will be involved in the internship. For them also it is a good time to shape, right, their dreams. So everyone says that modern companies, including those which are most popular to work for, highly value innovative thinking and creativity. Now, problem is how you can be creative without falling. it just looks stupid, right? Or like you have repeating what others have already suggested 100 times before, right? So if you see, even I had heard about many interesting recipes of innovation, but from that I have taken the five ways to improve your own creativity and innovation skills. So talking about the first one, create your own three ifs. So if we see many good inventors take an existing object and ask a clever question to piece the very concept of it and make it new. So if you know Steve Jobs, right? Did not start with with the idea of smartphones. He just looked at an existing cell phone and asked a very simple question: How can we improve it to make it better or the best? Right? So it is like there are no like universal recipe for innovation, and each person should develop his or her approach depending on speciality, interest, or type of thinking, or even the type of team he or she is participating in, right? Many of them suggest to build a creative thinking around key ifs, right, which have written here. What would happen if I change it, right? Whether it is an object, system, or social relationship, etc. Right? What would I change or improve about this object if I want to use it in 10 years? Right? So your target is for that 10 years. So what I should do to do that? So what should I do if I have $1 million investment to improve it? So always carry these three questions with you, right? So these questions can become powerful tool that can help you to think differently. It is important to exercise this skill by repeatedly using the 3 ifs formula, right? That is about all sort of things. Take anything and talk about these 3 ifs, and many ideas will definitely pop up, right? So, if for example, let us take the bicycle, think about it, and ask the 3 if question, so we can come up with a new ideas. So initially you'll be like strongly resisting, right? You cannot find new ideas, or you cannot do that. Even you'll be become very skeptical for this. You'll be doubted of finding a new ideas. But however, through several round of discussion and brainstorming, definitely you will come up with many new creative ideas, right? So what we do after that, you narrow down those innovation into small, course projects, and who knows that you may win several cash prizes to improve this creative idea, right? So next one is like practical. We all dream, right? So practical dreaming. That is, we say greatest paradox is that creativity thinking is not necessarily the product of IQ, right? Just we have seen, right? Or enlightenment. It is a manner of regular training your imagination, practicing your power of observation and dreaming, big or small. Like it sounds so simple, right? Definitely, it's in this era of information overloaded and highly charged urban life. This important element is often missing from our everyday lives, right? All too often, we say stay focused on the main task at hand, devoting our mental power to routine action, right? Solving assignments, doing projects, and XYZ, right? Also including, right? We also include social media activities here, like Twitter, SMS, WhatsApp, well, definitely I find sometimes guilty to using this tool. So at the end of the day, the most creative idea we come up with is just to finally take up a break in front of TV or a computer screen. That's what sounds familiar to many one some of us, right? So however so whatever you do, right? Whatever you do, whether it is a work or a leisure, taking a rest, practice spending time applying the 3 if formula to anything you see or imagine. This will help you to get into habit of making space in your mind for dreaming, right? Essential for creative thinking and innovation. So coming to the third one, take time for cohesive creative thinking. So if you see every textbooks on creativity affirms to the importance of setting aside the clear defined time for creative thinking and innovation. We take an example of Google also. Google asks its team to allocate at least 20% of their time to creative thinking or a new project. But if you see often, even if we show up ready to innovate, still something does not work and a fresh idea fails to pop up like popcorn. There are two reasons of this stalemate. If you see, first is that we don't practice stealing, and the second is we don't practice focusing on cohesive ideas. Right. Therefore, the next rule of creative thinking is very simple: allocate time. It may be an hour per day or a per week. Now, when I give you this exercise, you practice every day, right? In which to exercise creative thinking about something specific. I'm not taking an example of animal. I it will take time. So just to give you a short story about my once I made an aluminium. He told me that when he was a student, right, even in the school or college, many things. Many years ago, he started musing about mobile phones, what they could be in 10 or 20 years of time. Already in college time, he has written an essay on this topic to one, and he got many people have praised him for that. And after college, he got a cool job designing app for mobile to make them much smarter and attractive. And now you can see millennium people are using it, right? So you never know, your idea may be a millennium idea, and definitely you can you can start up your own startup also. Who knows, right? You will be a next innovator. Next is that learn to pitch your ideas, right? There is a simple truth if you say in the fact that if you see about Steve Jobs of Apple was great at exploring and explaining innovation based on existing products, whether it is a laptop, cell phone, music player. He did not invent those products, right? Many of you might be not knowing, but he did not invent this product, but he made them better, and he was great at explaining why these versions was superior to other competing goods, right? So, like you must have heard, right, in many of the occasions that others saying that, but I had that idea first, or I proposed something like that just recently, and nobody listens to me. Now, in this situation, we know that we said that you did have a wonderful idea, but you did not express yourself clearly and excitingly enough to grab people attention, right, or help other to grab the nature of your innovations or project. That's what we say. If you have an idea, present it in front of people without fear, right? So there is an old saying, if you see, if you cannot express your idea in 3 sentences, you don't have an idea, right? Now, one of the most important innovation skill is the ability to present a very short and clear description of a new idea, right? Let us take an example. Like you can explain that in 2 or 3 sentences, or make a short presentation that is a 2 or 3 minute presentation to that which is called as the elevator pitch, right? Like so definitely, if you see, uh, like any other skills, ability to articulate in this way can only be come through with much practice, right? It cannot come through a day. You have to practice for that. Even you talk about the elevator pitch, or you going to talk about presenting the idea in 3 to 2 sentences, definitely it's not going to be that simple. You have to practice a lot for that, right? So bounce ideas of others. Even if you see a great inventor or innovator, need people around him or her to discuss or bounce, right? A new creative ideas and innovation. You also have like projects for you, right? You also do brainstorming for your BE projects. That is, you listen about other idea. That is called as bouncing ideas of others, right? So what you do, it's like major innovative ideas of your time have in common. Like take it as Microsoft or Google. All of them were created by team of people who stay together to conceive their ideas, like plan the innovation projects, take them to investors and the public, and the most important, joining brainstorming those innovations with the team within the team, right? So it's like bouncing idea, questions, and improvements until the product was perfect to become the next multi-billion dollar. It's going to be definitely a eureka moment, because after all, it's a teamwork. It is not the one-man show here, because everybody is involved in the activity, right? Uh, therefore, the final important asset to add to your innovation skill set is the ability to be a valuable team player, capable of bouncing idea to the next level. For some young people, it is very natural, right? While for other, it does not come so easily to be a team player. But it is never too late to train yourself in this mode of interaction. So, definitely after listening to all these things, you will definitely say that you have learned from this it's a creative warm up. You should say that my thinking continues to be more flexible and multi-dimensional throughout the day, right? So you approach like work challenges with less fear and more playful. So whatever activity you do just do it playful, right? You just add playfulness to it. So you should say that I'm more open to see things in a new and unexpected way, and that makes all the difference. So this is all about the 5 ways to improve your creative thinking. Now, this is just an questions to check whether you are just think a creative, just you can think in a creative way or not. There are 6 eggs in the basket. 6 people, each pick one of the eggs. How can it be that one egg is left in the basket? Can anybody raise the hand and tell me answer of this question? If you can, otherwise I have the answer for you. Just wait for one half a minute for like for you to answer. Nobody is raising hand. Anybody is wanting to know. So I'll just tell you. See, the one person was holding a basket with 6 eggs, right? So all the friends have picked up one egg, right? So the last one was holding a basket with one egg, and that's why we can say that the one egg is left in the basket, right? Because he was holding the basket with an egg. So these are the sources from where I had made my presentation. You can just have a look at it, right? This is one of the activity I have just taken, right? I thought I should share with you. This is one of the case study done by the person who research right on the innovative thinking. So this is a 9 dot creative exercise. I just play. It's not a music. It's not a, actually a video. This is just an case study taken in like, 9 dot creative thinking exercise in creative thinking. So this question was given to the ninth grade students. They receive following instruction: connect the dot using straight line without lifting the pencil. And so you can see many of them have given their own solutions to it, right? And later on the solution has been summarized also. So right now you can see how people students have drawn pattern. This is ninth standard students who have drawn pattern. They have shown creativity in this pattern, right? So this area we can see this is very nice work done by ninth standard, innovative, right? But what if we were to ask more challenging question to them? So what now the challenging question is like using minimum straight lines, so without lifting the pencil. See how they connect the dot using minimum straight lines. So these are some of the samples shown in front of you. So how they are creative. See how they have shown their creativity. So they have cut the paper, they have put one below the other by taking a small dot. They have just performed the spiral on that. So again, this is very nice work. So when the student were asked a simple question, they gave simple answer, right? We have seen that. They drew inside the frame created by dots. So all students could draw at least by using 5 lines. So when they are asked more challenging question in minimum straight lines, so this is what they have done. They forgot the width of the paper. They cutted the paper, right? They even the marker also like they use marker, right, for those lines. You can see how they have used marker to draw connect all the three lines. So challenging question enable us to distinguish between imaginary and real limitations. So that is what we. So now it is up to you how you can draw the line or how you can practice yourself. So this is like you may think why to draw, why to go for 9 dots. You can take any exercises which can improve your skill, right? So this is another video. This is actually a sound video. You can see 5 creative thinking exercise to make your you smarter. Right. Before that, there is one video techniques to boost your creativity. First, I'll start that. So this is video. You can just have a look at this video. Just note down the exercises. So I hope this video was really helpful for you. I don't know whether you are listening. If you are this is uh, like very useful exercises to improve your creativity and innovation, right? Innovative ideas. So coming to the high creative thinking exercise to make you smarter. The exercise number one, the paper clip test, right? So this is an image, right? Paper clip image. So you have to list down the many uses as you can for a paper clip. So probably you can do for 15 or 20 for the first time. Don't think that it is right or wrong. You are not going to do judgment here. But just write it down. On an average, 15 to 20 are like what people can do. But when they practice more, you can just go beyond 25 to 30. So this is like when you practice more in future, you may be definitely able to write more of the uses. So it's not about only the paper clip. You can take a chair, you can take a mirror, you can take any objects around, right, and practice it daily. Next exercise, like in this exercise, the first exercise, the thing is that you are just about generating an idea. You are following the idea generation process, right? So this is good exercise for that. So the second exercise is based on upside down image. So I'll be showing you one image, right? This image you have to just draw on the paper, right? So when you draw this image on the paper, like many of you may be able to draw it perfectly, many of you may be find it difficult, but somehow other way you will be able to join it, you will be able to complete this object. Now thing is that what is important about this exercise is that it helps your brain to connect dots and to look at the problem at different perspectives, right? So that is what the concept of the objective of the exercise is, right? To what, to think in a different way, right? The problem in a different way. Right? Coming up to the next exercise, exercise number three, pi by pi circle. Right? So you are going to draw on the paper. You are going to draw this pi by pi circles, right? Pi circles in vertical, pi circles in horizontal. And in this circles, you are going to draw any object, right? Any object. Let it be any symbol or any. So this you are going to draw in the circles, right? So initially, like you may find difficult, right? You may not able to draw more than 15 or 20, but as you practice more, you'll be able to go beyond that. So what is the name of this exercise? The name of this exercise is to generate many ideas as possible within a short period of time. Right? This exercise is adapted from Bob Mackin, creative exercise from the Stanford design programmer, and the objective, as I said, is nothing but create generating many ideas as possible with a short period of time. Okay? So coming to the next exercise, complete the image. So this is incomplete image. So given something as a sample to you to complete it, right? So these are nothing but two lines shown in the form of as you can see on the screen. This look like, you can see it looks like a half incomplete triangle. You can say it is mountain, but you have to complete this image, right? So this sample one shown to you, right? Drawing the sun, drawing mountains, range of mountains, drawing clouds. So you can also have more creativity in this to complete the object. The objective about this exercise is to, what you do is called as doodling. So when you doodle, it helps you to trigger your creative thinking. Now you must have done this kind of doodling in your classrooms also, right? When you have free time, when you are bored or do something, you always do doodling on the paper. So you have to be this actually triggers your creativity, right? So creative thinking also. So this is again, this is 9 dot exercise which I shown to you. This is very common exercise being done by many, carried out by many of the uh, you know um, one who takes the sessions, the creative sessions. They say that this actually boosts your creative thinking, right? And it come up with the new ideas also. So this is 9 dot exercise. You can think about it how to join this 9 dots, right, with minimum lines and without lifting the pencil. Now, what you did is called as brain tracer in this case. So brain tracers are needed for us to practice regularly so that we can able to think out of box. So this every exercise has some meaning here. So you'll definitely have fun doing these exercises. Actually, these exercises are to be done in a classroom, but looking at the like online mode, like I'm just giving you because you're short of time also. So we are just I'm just presenting this exercise in front of you. I hope you must have found this. of exercise fun, and you can definitely use them in your regular basis, right? So these are fine creative thinking exercises to make you smarter. Remember this, because you have to be smart, you have to be innovative, right? So these are 5 foundation exercises. So you definitely need to practice this daily. Now, I could have played the video on 7 chakras, but if you get time to see this 7 chakras video, should I play this video for you guys? It's a very small video, but presented in a very simple way, as how we tell child, you don't carry fear with you. Don't be emotional. You should be shameless to present your new ideas and so on. So should I present this video, or should I share this video for so that you can see in the some way you have free time to see? What do you say?
Ma'am, I guess we can see it later because most of the
Okay,
students
fine.
are on their last battery now.
Okay, just
Okay.
see if you get time, see this video, and like just to add few words to this presentation, like you have to be in a balanced state of mind to achieve, right? What you need to achieve, you need to achieve what? Creativity, right? So to do innovation, you need to be creative. So I want to say that design the life and the work you love. That's all from me for today, right? Stay safe and stay creative. Okay, thanks for attending and your attention also. I'll stop the recording. Any question, guys? I hope you'll practice.